Hey everybody, YouTube, I have to let you know. It's a sweater, okay? Does it match my complexion? Yeah. It does. But it's mostly, it's a byproduct of the lighting. The sweater is tan and I am not. Let's put it that way. But yeah, you may join. I'm trying to keep my arms up so you can see this little maroon stripe here. And you know that I'm not streaming with no shirt on or like some kind of sumo suit or something. Anyway, we're back. 14, huh? We've been stuck at A14 for a little bit. Let's change that. Let's change that, man. Let's get 250 gold right out of the gate. I'm feeling good. I didn't play any Slay the Spire on the bike this morning, but I have been playing The Bazaar. Now, The Bazaar and Slay the Spire are very different games despite being compared a lot. One major difference, I hate that I'm going to have to take a little bit of damage there to speed this thing along, but one major difference... Come on, man. Between the two is that Slay the Spire, believe it or not, no less strategic, but a lot easier to understand. Because, man, oh man, my head is spinning a little bit after... I had a run that I was like 5 different parts of a boat or something like that made up my board. Great game, though, and I don't say that lightly. I play a lot of, like, deck builder, auto battler, roguelites that are, like, firmly in the, like, 5 to 7 out of 10 range. The Bazaar is definitely better than that. Even in its current early access state, but I do think, at least that the cards, I never see a card in Slay the Spire and go, yeah, I ain't reading all that. Now, that's not to be confused. Are there times I don't read the card? Yeah, but I'm always capable of it. There were some times in the Bazaar I was like, that might be good, but I just can't bring myself to read all that text. I'm sorry to tell you that it's that one of the reasons Slay the Spire is so great. Look at this. Deal 8 damage, draw a card. That's about as complicated as it gets, man. I'm a big terror guy. Doesn't work great out of context. All level with you, man. I'm building for the future. I'm not building for the present. Sure, Tungsten Rod and Tori could be amazing. Tungsten Rod, especially if we get... There's events that make you lose HP over and over, that obviously Tungsten Rod would make you lose less. But I'm going Chemical X, and the main reason behind it is just that... You know what? Sure, why not, while we're here. It makes Skewer, Doppelganger, Malaise, like it makes these cards even more stellar than they already are, and I think they start pretty strong. But being able to play them with a benefit for 0 or like at least low energy is incredible. Now we gotta get them, so there is that, but still I'm feeling good, man. I think I really don't want to waste a shop. Okay, let's. You see, this would be a great time for Tungsten Rod. I almost ruined my whole run just to prove a point. Wait for Terror. We waiting for anything else, or are we going in? We should wait energy-wise, I think. But this fight's gonna hurt, but a block potion's pretty nice. I forgot what I was talking about. I want to upgrade cards, basically. Relics, sure, but really, and actually maybe like shops, so we can have enough opportunities to get some cards that... I'm just gonna eat that one, unfortunately. I'll maybe use the block potion on the next one. I'm maybe going to use the block potion on the next one. Trust me, there is going to be a next one. We're not doing that much damage. There is not going to be a next one. But you know what? We get to save the block potion. Turns out I don't know what I'm talking about. Meal ticket. I do tend to like After Image. But we need some upgrades. We need Terror to be cheap. We need as many opportunities to get cards that cost X as possible. That's mostly, now that I think about it, that's going to be shops. And that's going to be... It's going to be the card that wakes up next to you. Know what I'm talking about? The Proclaimers? I bet you do. I can't be fricked with that one, unfortunately. Or a Calcum I can be fricked with. This is why you always take one Dagger Spray. No matter what you're doing in your deck, you take a Dagger Spray every single time. I can kill an enemy with 12 HP, draw a Dagger Spray, maybe next time. I don't think After Image makes sense on this fight, man. 14 damage, I'll tell you that. Hold the block potion. We can do something with the block potion. Just give it a second. Shops are how we're going. Okay, maybe like we play it right now. 16 damage. Shops are how we're going to get Malaise. Shops are how we're going to get Skewer. Shops are how we're going to get Doppelganger. Or possibly, like, if we take... Well, if we take question marks on the second floor, we should have a reasonable chance to sack a relic to get Unloth's gift. And I never thought I would be the guy using the correct nomenclature on Unloth's gift. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire because I respect it, because I think it's possibly genuinely the best game ever made. I know it's a crazy statement, but the more I play, the less crazy it feels, man. And I've been playing this for a long time. Like as Inner Circle said, a long time. Come on, you know what I'm saying? You might not know that song. It didn't really make it out of the 90s, I think. There was a song, we've been over this a few times, but I'll do it. Okay, sure, I'll play the hits. He says, girl, I'm gonna make you sweat. Sweat till you can't sweat no more. And I'm not gonna say what happens after that, but you can look it up on genius.com. He's gonna push it some more, though. That you can be sure of. I'm hoping for at least one comment that's like, wow, what a blast from the past. I'd forgotten about this song. It was my favorite song when I was 8. I could do with a dash, man. Me too. It is one of the first CDs I ever had. It also had Bad Boys on it. You know, the theme song from Cops. I was like 7 years old, maybe even literally younger. Cut me some slack, okay? One time it was like America's Funniest Home Videos, or a show very similar, because I don't think it was Bob Saget. Okay, we're chilling. They said, we're gonna go to commercial, but before we go to commercial, we want to put up a poll. If you want to see Inner Circle, which is the band that sings that song, perform, put your finger on the blue button. If you want to see the Jackalope play a video, put your finger on the right button. We'll tabulate the votes when we get back. Now, obviously, this is pre-touchscreens. This did not work, and I was being trolled. But I was freaking out at age 7. I was like, Mom, you have to help me put my finger on the blue button, because I don't want to... I mean, they played, obviously. They already went all the way to the studio, but... Well, maybe not the best use of a block potion. It's a happy ending, you know? And now that song's going to be stuck in my head. Not that I'm complaining necessarily. Anyway, that was a fun little trip down memory lane. How's the run going? It seems fine. I do think burst is always going to be good. I think it lacks a little bit on the top end. Is there anything we can do about that? Like, is there any way we can realistically kill the boss faster? Like, double the shivs is something if we get burst blade dance, but... Oh my god, are you kidding me, man? Look at this garbage. This is my turn, dude. That's all the defense in my deck, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there were 2 other defense in my deck, but still, that's like... That's pretty crazy. That possibly could sink us, but I'm gonna hope it doesn't. I think it's gotta be dash, and then 2 blade dances. And honestly, like, our block actually looks a lot better than I expected. And the fact that you haven't split yet is amazing. We'd love to get more a burst blade dance is like exactly what we're looking for. You actually, for as bad as this went at the start, it kind of, well, let's not count our chickens before they hatch, but it doesn't look nearly as bad now. Now the dream horse is if I could get, well, if I could just, I was gonna say kill you. I actually think the better play, weirdly enough, is get the spike slime closer to breaking and then kill them all with an explosion potion. And if you don't have to use an explosion potion, then even better. Like, you could always use one next turn, for example. And because holding this for, like, dealing with the birds in particular, because I always think about the birds on the next floor, would be fine. The 7 damage. You do 9 damage. Oh, you do 7 block. My mistake. This actually went totally fine. And we didn't even use a potion on the fight, right? In which case, our deck is even better than I thought it was, which is nice. I love the damage from Glass Knife, and I do think it's important, but I do also have to pay some allegiance to Malaise. And I think it must be Wrist Blade. The deck is not like 100% Shiv driven, but at least like all of our attacks do some damage now. Because the Shivs were mostly there. I mean, partly there for damage, but a little there for block as well. I'll just own up to the fact that I have a tendency to take a Blade Dance early, because I think it just fits into a lot of different types of decks. It works well with Envenom, it works well with Finisher, it works well with Choke, it works well with Panache. You know, there's like a lot of things that really help this come together. So and on top of that, like just out of the gate, it's twice as good as a strike, which is maybe not a good measurement to use because strikes are not what you want to compare against, but I'll take a slice, I guess. Me, whenever there's, well, just about any food that you can slice, really. So we wanted Glass Knife. Let's commit. Let's take Glass Knife. I don't really think we need Lantern with so many zero-cost cards and with T-set. I will dump... Dumping strikes kind of feels bad when they do this much damage, but we're going to want to do it at some point, but maybe not quite yet. Ideally, I think we skip a shop. Maybe try to... I'm really, like, the run is pretty okay now, I think. Still definitely the potential for some problems. But I think, like, what we are fishing for is still... Forgive me for saying the same thing, like, over and over and over and over and over, but... Well, you signed up for it. You know, you probably knew in advance what you were getting into, to be fair to me. We're really looking for, like, X-cost cards, man. We're looking for a skewer. A doppelganger would be nice. And that wasn't so bad. Get a potion back anyway. I think I would happily take another Blade Dance. I think you could easily OD on these in the deck. But it's an interesting one. Maybe like a bursted... I mean, Blade Dance, a Shiv is going to do 12 damage, man. So a bursted Blade Dance kills you, and then a bursted Defend, like, blocks all your damage. That's before even doing the calculation about how Malaise would turn out. But Malaise, we play the bursted Defend, we still get to Malaise you for 2. That's kind of like the whole reason I took that card to begin with. Now, for sure, an accuracy would go crazy. I do tend to like Piercing Wail, and I just cut a Defend, so... I'm willing to do it because we're fairly HP rich. And Caridian could be amazing, man. 1,000 Cuts works so well with what we got going on right now. We definitely terror you. We gotta kill these guys. You're gonna play a Piercing Wail, if I had to guess. Get you close. You're gonna play a Piercing Wail, so you take almost no damage. And then you're gonna play... Oh, because you died to the card, of course. You're gonna play a pretty good Malaise. There's a lot of powers that work very nicely. So I think Enchiridion... I don't really know what I was looking for, to be honest with you. I didn't really think about it before I said yes to the dress. Before I said yes to the encounter. But I'm pleased. I think we ended up getting like a pretty good get out of it for sure. Taking 5 damage on an elite fight is not bad. We got Meal Ticket. Meal Ticket is... It's important, man. You're dead. You're dead. You're done. How about a Doppelganger? How about a Skewer? Old Coin. Finisher works with what we're going for here. We will not be getting to another shop. We won't be guaranteed getting to another shop. I would love to see some relics, man. Like, upgrading cards It has its merits as well, but I think maybe I've been a little too... God, you're annoying. I think maybe I've been a little too aggressive on some of these runs, forgetting that like I have muscle memory from playing as the Ironclad, where it's a little bit easier to take damage from encounters and not have to rest to get out of it. But please, please, we get there. Barely, but we get there. Masterful Stab might be good enough, but I prefer, and I could be wrong, but I prefer to take it early. Sounds good to me. I took the 3 option for more choice, really. Might call me crazy. I almost feel like you save Glass Knife. No. You know what you do? You play Glass Knife. You save Piercing Whale. Piercing Whale buys you probably a free turn next turn, if I had to guess. It's gonna be this turn. There is a part of me that's like, you burst Malaise here. If you burst Malaise only hits 1 unit. You gotta play that. Maybe honestly, sounds crazy. Perhaps save the Malaise. No, you played the Malaise for 0. You saved the burst, obviously. Have you lost your mind? That was the wrong. We're not gonna be punished for it, but that was the wrong play for sure. I'm probably not going to hold on to an Ascender's Bane, though. So I guess the question that I'm having is do we have what we need to beat the second boss? Just a better potion. As of right now, like I think I feel pretty good, honestly. Glass Knife being upgraded gives it way more time actually being useful. Almost no powers we get from... Interesting. Almost no powers we get from Enchiridion are not great for us. Like, even if they don't synergize fully with our deck, they just, like, Wraithform, for example, has no synergy, but it's just, like, good. Brother, I'm sorry, I think that the Cunning Potions are the way to go. Especially going into this. Now, do we need to play them? Because if we don't need to play them... Saving them for the boss would be really nice. But if we need to play them, it's like a serious way out of this fight, man. You don't need to play 2, that's for sure. I'm just trying to make sure... I want to make sure our HP stays high. As a kite by then... Know what I'm talking about? William Shatner, Rocket Man. Yeah, maybe you learned about it from Family Guy. So did I. I think it's Burst, Defend, Malaise. Because we're still getting double, like, 3. So we're getting a 6 energy Malaise, which is ridiculous. Puff Bandage is not really relevant. Wraithform is an amazing card. You know what? Maybe this is what I've been missing on the second bosses, okay? They have huge attacks later. You wait for Wraithform to show up. Hopefully, you can make it show up at the window of the right time. Plus or minus, well, preferably minus a couple turns, because plus might be a little too late. You get the idea. Horrendous kind of burst on this turn, but I'm definitely not using Wraithform, but I will at least play like a 42 damage finisher, which is pretty good. I always forget about Orichalcum. That's doing good enough work by itself. We're really, you know, hoping to see After Image as soon as possible. Preferably like sooner than it actually showed up here, but I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you play Malaise earlier? I'm being greedy and I'm trying to play it after he gets to the next phase. Same thing with Terror. But if we draw them all on the same turn, we're going to be mighty disappointed. Then we got a few of those cards left in the deck. This should take you to half. Sucks because we're not beating the buff, but I guess the dash was still slightly better. This is still good. Forget terror. At least we won't be weak on the next turn. Great turn for a Wraith form. Great. Honestly, amazing turn for the items we got. Piercing Wail is great. I think, to be honest, I could just drop a Malaise on you and feel pretty good about it. Yeah, we take 9 damage, but it's good timing, and I didn't want to draw a Wraith form, for example. Yeah, and put ourselves in a tight spot. I think we go in now. Like, this is... It's put up or shut up time. The first turn sucks. Second turn... could be better. Please attack... Maybe this is the turn where you attack for 50. Please attack me for 50 damage so I can feel like we did the right thing. Now, this is going to be a huge turn. Oh my god, I don't have the energy for finisher, bro. I didn't calculate... The mathematical calculation was not correct. Blade Dance's block. 23. Oh no, we die, man. I think we probably do better if we play Terror earlier, to be honest. Maybe even if we play Malaise earlier. Maybe even if we don't play Wraith Form when we played it. But I feel bad because I think we actually had like a really good shot at that one. I'll choose a colorless card. Dude, Panacea? Panacea? I mean, it makes a Wraith form incredible. Alright, alright, alright. So I've been getting my butt kicked lately. In the game, in real life, I've been holding my own. As long as I'm not outnumbered. But that's okay. We'll figure it out, man. I mean, it's not my first time beating Ascension 20 as the Silent. I think it would be like my 3rd time, which is still not that much, but it's... I'm just saying, people don't believe me when I say it, and I think that it sounds like nonsense as well. I am smarter than I was 5 years ago, which normally, when you're like 12, you're like, duh, 5 years is a long time to learn stuff. But like when you get older, that tends to move in reverse. You know, your brain is less plastic, it's less adaptable. As far as I understand anyway, I wouldn't know, I'm old. I can't learn anything anymore. And I know what else you're going to say. You're going to say, have you heard yourself talk recently? You don't understand. That's all an act that I put on for YouTube and Twitch. I'm actually very erudite and learned, and I read many Russian books. Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, Anna Karenina. I don't know if you've read any of her work. It's steamy. Was it a steam locomotive in the book? I haven't gotten to the end yet. But anyway. A skewer, how delightful. What was I doing on this run? I'll take it. So what I'm trying to say is if I could do it back then, I can do it now. It's just going to take some persistence. Now you're going to say why? Why are you smarter? Well, smarter is not maybe the right word. I think, believe it or not, even though I'm still playing very fast, I have more patience, and you're going to hate me for saying it, which is why I have to say it, because I got to tell the truth. I got more patience because I spend a lot of time on the bike every day doing nothing. Just pedaling into the abyss. So I think it just builds up the callus of... I don't know if I'd call it a muscle, but... it makes you more patient, I think, for sure. Okay, the Panacea there is goated. We're still going to take a ton of damage. We may just straight up die. It's gonna have to get moving pretty quick here, boys. 23 HP. Sorry, y'all. We run it back with Neo's Lament, man. We run it back with Neo's Lament. We were so close, too. But like I said, I'm a lot smarter now. We run it back with Neo's Lament. Good start, okay? How about Glass Knife? I really like the idea of an early poison, honestly. It's not my favorite card, but I don't mind getting it. Dude. Early poison and an early catalyst and an early quick slash. You can literally stop watching the run because we're about to win. You are ticking me off, though. You were supposed to not be enemies, man. And now I'm not going to get a free elite. But you know what? We could... Oh, are you kidding me with this? Now I got to waste 3 seconds waiting for us to draw an attack? Pretty good potion, though. I could just focus on the upgrades instead. Like, really get this deck popping. You need Catalyst to triple. That's a given. The deadliness must get out there. Then Catalyst becomes kind of a dead card, but you know, you gotta do something. Acrobatics. Piercing Whale is really good. I might take it so often just because I'm the kind of guy who like criminally underrates this card as well, but... Now, are we doing elites? I think we could do elites. The elite we don't want to see is the 3 obelisks. You're not that horrendous for us, I think, although drawing Catalyst first is going to slow us down. You need this. You need this. This is a calculated gamble so we can get deadly poison faster. You've literally scammed me, you scammer. Triple poison takes you to 21. You're not killing 2 of my runs in a row, okay? That's just... that's just not gonna happen today, brother. Basically, that's a block of 2. Remember that? You guys gonna buy some hot coin? What's she calling it? Don't worry about it. Don't look into it. Do not put your money into that, please. I know you're like... No, I know it's a pump and dump. I'll just buy it before the pump and sell it before the dump. Buddy, that's... Everybody's on the same line, okay? You can't... I'm telling you, don't just buy the S&P 500, okay? It's at all-time highs. It's like 1% under all-time highs, okay? And... I'm not entertaining this discussion about Haktua coin. All right? You're grown-ups. Give me a backflip. Don't spend money a little bit. Enjoy your Ma Bank. I will obtain the golden idol. I'll lose 5 max HP because as far as I'm concerned, you just took nothing from me. Huge. Get this out of my face. Me personally, I would prefer not to be weak forever, but I'm gonna be weak forever, man. This encounter is ruthless, dude. I hate to say this, we gotta get working on the Gremlin Wizard. He's gotta be able to, otherwise he's gonna kill me. I gotta do 18 damage to him next turn while weak. And the best part is I think it's exactly gonna happen for sure, because we got this. And then I kind of hate that I have to use that, but it's okay. I'll live with it. Now we're taking damage in the process, but that's just because this fight honestly is like, it's, without sounding insanely whiny, it's just not really fair. It's like a guaranteed damage loss on this, or a guaranteed health loss on this one. Unless, I don't know, maybe you've got the greatest run of all time. Admittedly, like one all-out attack would really sort me out a little, but... Now you, I just want to put deadly poison on you and then put up some blocks, man. Unless I could kill you. This will do 10. Could be on 12. Yeah, this will get you. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. We're not really a heel hook deck. Having some AoE, I mean, maybe we're fighting the last battle on that one, but I feel like some AoE would matter. Now, give me a duplication potion and an essence of steel. We're not really an attack-heavy deck. This is also a pretty hard encounter, or maybe my deck just sucks. Could that be the possibility here? Could that be what's happening? Pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. We'll lose some HP, but the boss is the Hexaghost. And I'm not too pressed about like a single spike slime with 12 HP. At least we don't lose any gold. Doesn't bother me. What would be lovely to see is the specimen, man. When you kill an enemy, their poison transfers to another enemy. Sorry. That would be like a great way for us to not have to really change the runaround too much to get to like a hallway killing deck. I hesitate to say deck because it would be on the back of a relic, but you get the idea. So what do we want to see? It's oh so simple. Why not play Bane there? It does do 1 more damage. What we want to see is Deadly Poison. And we want to get the Deadly Poison whipping around mighty quick. Because then we're going to play a Duplication Catalyst. And it's going to take less than, I think, in order to get that to a good lethal. I mean, even 30 poison would stack up. Okay, 36 poison will stack up real quick. We don't even need to use the duplication potion, man. We're going to be fine. But, well, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Let's put it that way. We do have 8 HP and a couple burns in the deck, but this is not bad, but it's no deadly poison, right? Okay, well, you're probably dead this turn, which is great news for us. Less so for you, I'm sure. Are you dead this turn? Yeah, but not by much. Okay, I'm gonna get some water, and then we're gonna go choose what the rewards are gonna be here, okay? So let's be smart. What do we want to see? Corpse Explosion, Burst, Adrenaline, Alchemize. It's none of them. That's crazy. It's actually kind of insane. Nightmare seems like the gimme for Catalyst, but I don't think you need that many Catalysts. Like 1 Catalyst and more Poison Enablers would work fine. I think you take Wraith form so that if you have like 40 poison on an enemy with 200 HP, you can basically kill them. After this is upgraded, and maybe you need a little support along the way, but yeah, I buy it, man. I buy it, and you know what else I buy, man? I'm telling you. Not the best energy relic in the game. I really do think that that's... I mean, it might be the kite if you're running the build, obviously, but if... Otherwise, I think it's probably Cursed Key, even though I've screwed it up from time to time. But I do think it's overhated, and I think it works here. Plus, now we can still have potions. Gotta be damage, I think. Very unfortunate that you're our enemy. Because I think we do a lot better against basically every other enemy here. But, well, it doesn't get any easier. But just work with it, man. That's not too helpful. This first fight's gonna be horrendous. Really, I hate that I'm saying it, but at some point I gotta put some poison on. You're very weak to poison once the artifacts are gone. That does take a minute, though. Oh my god, I can kill you. It cost me a potion after losing 30 HP. It stings, dude. Okay, that's fine. We recover. See, I think I'm way better off against these guys. We already have 5 block. I don't really feel like playing a piercing whale. Rather just do that, I guess. But maybe we're not better off against these guys because I kind of feel like we didn't get any leverage on turn 1. I think we're going down, y'all. I've lost all confidence in myself. That's so much worse than what I originally drew, dude. What happened? I used to have some acumen. Okay, energy in return. That's nice. That's valuable. It's very important. You're basically dead anyway. I'm not going to play it. We got real problems that are abundantly clear. Just freaking chill a second, okay? You're gonna die before you can come back. You're gonna get deadly poison. We're gonna be fine. We're going to have to go to the shop and spend money. You're not gonna be killed before you get back up. That's embarrassing. I have 4 energy, but like nothing to do with it. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. I lived. You suck. I beat you. Ha 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 ha. The skill is not what we need. We need transformations, man. Another catalyst. It helps. I know I was kind of poo-pooing it earlier, but it does help. Any chance we make it through this? It's not impossible for me to believe, but I'm feeling slightly negative about it. We only have the 1 poison creator, man. I think that's the ultimate FU. I don't think we live long enough for Wraith form to come back around, so we have to try it now, but like, yeah, 2 catalysts is not what you want to see, dude. That's not what you... We're cooked. There's nothing we could do. Now this is just kill me. We'll be back tomorrow to try again. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. We're kind of trash today. I'll just be honest with you. I can see it too. It's a hard game. Maybe it's time to go back to the bazaar. And I'll see you next time.